Hey guys, what's going on? I didn't want to talk about her, but there's nothing else to talk about. I mean, I could talk about James Charles, but I really don't care about James Charles. I don't. I'm sorry, I don't. He's back. Yay. So I'm gonna have to talk about Gabrielle, because Fuck. Okay. If you don't know, I'm going to tell you. Gabbie Hanna apparently has been putting out this... I don't even know how many episodes it's supposed to be. Like 13 or something. Like her 13 reasons why kind of thing. Weird. You're 30. But anyway, she put out a series and... it started about 2 weeks ago, because if you don't remember, about a month ago, she put out a video that was a cover of Alanis Morissette's "You Ought to Know," which wasn't received well because it was everybody thought it was like karaoke. Which, oh yeah, it was a decent karaoke thing. Yay, whatever. You know, you're happy. Go ahead. So about 2 weeks ago, she started putting out the series. It wasn't fully the first two episodes, because they're not actually episodes, they're just prequels. I'm not sure. First one was The Fight I Tried to Hide from You. It was from the podcast where she talked with Trisha Paytas, or argues with Trisha Paytas. And it wasn't even a fight, it was just them just disagreeing. And of course, she had to put this in. She had to. Because she's so fixated on proving that her and Trisha were friends. We were friends, see, we're friends, see. And she says we're not friends. We're friends, of course we're friends. Like, we're not friends now, but of course we were friends then. I don't understand why she's lying. She's just... we're friends. See? And I proved we're friends. Hi, stupid bitch. Ha 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 ha. That's literally what it was. And then she followed that up with the next one was a timeline of the friendship that didn't exist. It didn't exist. It didn't exist, Trisha Paytas. It did. You didn't say that you were sad that we never got selfies. You said that? You didn't say that? That's literally what it was. So those were the first two, whatever, prequel episode crap thing, bullshit, that she put out because she's fucking 13. She's 30 going on like 12 or 13. She doesn't understand. Shut the fuck up. No one fucking cares. Okay, so you were friends with her. And? Who fucking cares? Oh, you were right? Oh, okay. What do you want, a cookie? Okay. Yeah. Whatever. Alright, so then the next episode was a story time. Which, yeah, she was a story time YouTuber, was a story time YouTuber. Not anymore. She's a singer now. It was a Confessions of a Washed Up YouTube Has-Been. I'm a YouTuber has-been, right? That's what you call me, right? Yeah, see, I'm not much of a has-been now, stupid. So that was it. And then the series, the 13 Reasons Why series bullshit starts. And the first chapter was the stupid rehashing of her incident with Rice Gum, where he like assaults her but really doesn't assault her, but takes her phone and breaks it, which this is the only incident that ever happened with Gabbie Hanna that we're all mostly on her side. Because yeah, he shouldn't have done the shit he did, but he did. And you didn't handle it very well. You were still a stupid bitch. You were still bitchy. You were still mean. But I mean, yeah, he did what he did. Okay, yeah, whatever. So that was that episode. And yeah, of course she has to rehash it because Gabbie Hanna has to be right. And everybody in the free world has to love her and nobody else. Because she's Gabbie Hanna and that's it. Yeah. Gabbie Hanna needs to be loved by everybody. And yeah, everybody wants to be loved. That's fine. But you're not gonna get loved, okay? You're just not. Suck it up. Grow up. That was it. So, I'm actually trying to get ready for work. Even though I'm not going to work for another 4 hours. And this is a 2-minute makeup look thing that I'm gonna do. But I mean, yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna use the e.l.f. Putty Primer. The eye primer. In a cream. Let's see how dried out this is. Because once you open it, you can't actually close it again. Because it really doesn't close. I don't know if you can see that it's not actually on there. This is it straight. My fingers out of the way. This is it straight, and you can see it's not actually sealed. But I can't reseal it. I can't put it on in such a way that it fully reseals it. So this dries out like a bitch. I love this putty primer, but I hate it at the same time. It's just so fucked. It's just so fucked up. I mean, how do you expect people to use this shit if the thing doesn't actually seal up properly to seal in the puttiness? Yeah. So let's see if I can use this. Yeah, almost drying out. Yay. I've bought 3 of these in the last month because I can't I can't use these things. I mean, I did go to Ulta today and I did get the Urban Decay primer thing. So I mean, yeah. But I do have a primer. It's just that I would like to use this because it's fucking cheap and I like it when it works. I used it once or twice because that's how often I can use it, because it dries out so much. I mean, this is not even usable anymore. I just bought this, just today. This was bought today, yeah. Sorry, I'm disappearing. Alright, let's see. What else is in the, let's see if I can get this to fucking close all the fucking way. Nope. Still can't fucking close all the fucking way. Wasting money on this fucking e.l.f. primer. Okay. Let's see. What else did she do? Alright. The next episode of Gabbie's stupid series, it was the holding T channels accountable with justice for, I'm not saying her name, the murder victim, because she seems to think that she can utilize this murder victim to her advantage to rip all the T channels or drama channels, or the gossip channels. I call them gossip channels because they remind me of the gossip bags in the supermarket. The Inquirer, Star, not US Weekly, but People, Inquirer, those things, the gossip rags. They're basically, they're the YouTube version of the gossip rags. Oh my God, did you hear what this person did, this, and this, because you know how the Inquirer, talks about, Prince Harry and Prince, Duchess Meghan and Markle. They'll talk about how the Queen is upset because of Meghan did this and Harry's ripping the family apart and all this shit, and that's basically what they're doing, but YouTube version, James Charles did this, Jeffree Star said this, this is literally what they do. And if you don't know about the thing that happened with this murder victim, may she rest in peace, was Gabbie was doing a video where she was trying to dress like an e-girl. Yeah, and this young lady, the murder victim, was apparently a well-known e-girl. She was murdered by her online stalker, which is sad. That's sad. And Gabbie unknowingly used an article that talked about it with her picture in it, because obviously, articles have to do that, because, people who read newspapers and watch the news are like 50 to 70. They need the picture of the person. So they put a picture of her, and she neglected to blur it because she's stupid. It was a stupid accident. 2 channels called her out on it, and as far as I know, because I watch Angelika Alls, and I watched Nick Snyder, and I watched Dustin Daly, the 3 main ones that she wants to destroy. And they mentioned it, they called her out, and that was a shitty thing you did, and that's it. That's all they really did. I don't hear nothing else until Gabbie says something else, because Gabbie has to say things. That she is of the mindset that she gets to say things. No one else can say anything. She gets to do whatever the hell she wants, and nobody else, because she's special. So that was that incident. Of course, she wants justice for the girl, because these 2 channels are ruining this mother, and it's just and in response to this, Julia from Ready to Glare, who was one of the channels that she did mention, she put out a video, apologizing to the mother for and it was a pretty innocuous apology, and the mother of the murder victim saw it, commented on it, and said, "Oh, that's so sweet, but you didn't have to. We're not mad at you." If you're not mad at them or her, Gabbie, she's not mad at them. What are you talking about? She's mad at them. She doesn't want an apology. So, then again, this is apparently evident that Gabbie is lying, because why? And of course, Gabbie wants to weaponize everything against everybody who's ever said anything bad against her, because no, everybody has to love me. No, everybody has to love me. No, that's important for me. I want to put this on. I'm gonna put this on. This is the NYX Jumbo eye pencil in, I believe, eggplant. It's purple, and I wanted to try purple, so I'm gonna do purple. So, but this is once again Gabbie trying to create a narrative that services her, because she's of the mindset that she is the greatest thing since sliced bread, and no one can say anything bad about her. And it's not like they don't have the ability to. No, in her mind, they're just not they just can't. That's not nice. You don't say bad things about me. I'm Gabbie Hanna. You're supposed to love me. Cause that's the whole point of my existence on the internet, is everybody's supposed to love me. Why would anybody hate me? I'm on the internet. That's not the point of being on the internet, is to have everybody hate me. I need to be loved. Cause if nobody loves me, then I have no value to society. That's literally what she is. And I'm sorry, Gabbie, if you see this. I'm so sorry that your mother failed you and was a horrible parent. But that was your mother. That was nobody else but your mother. Your mother was a horrible parent. Okay, that doesn't mean that you have to be a horrible person just because she was your mother. She was your mother. She was a stupid bitch, okay? You weren't stupid, but your mother was stupid, alright? So just because she didn't raise you with any sense of good decorum does not mean anything. Does not mean you can get to do whatever you want because you're a product of your mother. Your mother being a horrible mother made you view women in a horribly distrustful way. Okay. Suck it up and acknowledge that your mother failed you, okay? Your mother failed you. And you holding it over the heads of every other female in existence because you hated your mother so much does not mean anything. So chapter 2 was Gabbie holding T-Tail accountable, which really wasn't. But it was. But it wasn't. But that was chapter 2. And I'm going to finish doing this. Because I want to. I like this color, by the way. It's not a very dark color, but it is a dark color. I'm disappearing. Hold on. I don't know how to do makeup on camera. I don't understand how people do it. Well, I know how they do it. They have a mirror here and they look like they. I can't do that because that I can't do that. I don't have that kind of setup, because I'm just an old lady with an iPad. But I mean, you do what you can in life here. Alright, it's a pretty color. Really is a nice color. Alright, but yeah, you could totally see that. Yeah, sure. So let's see. I don't know how to do that thing where they like wing it out, like the color. Like I don't know how to do that. I just do the way I do my eyes. This is how I do my eyes. I'm not a beauty YouTuber, clearly. Don't know how to do makeup, clearly. But you do what you can do, and you do what you know how to do, and you figure out what works for you. You don't have to do your makeup like these little beauty YouTuber people. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it for my makeup. That's it. That's all I'm doing. I'd probably put something sparkly on it, but not now, because again, I don't have to be at work until tonight. So, but I wanted to do something while I was here. Okay. Anyway. On to the video. On to the series. Okay, the third chapter was to the people I've hurt. Past problematic content, which was her addressing some kind of these vines that she did. She apparently was trying to copy some black guy who was running through a white neighborhood, joking about being dumb and joking around. And she was trying to do that because she thought she could do that because she's stupid. And this is clearly just her being dumb. This is her being stupid and dumb. She was stupid. Yeah. She ran around claiming she was going to be everybody's baby daddy because she's white passing. It was dumb. It was a dumb video, but Vine was dumb videos. It was just dumb video. You had 6 seconds to make a video. You're not going to make quality content. There were that made quality content. But it was just 6 seconds. You had 6 seconds to do something fun. Some people were good at it, some people were not. Gabbie was not. Yeah, it was literally it. She was not, okay? Alright, so that was that episode. All of these, they were all uneventful, except for the, whole T channels again on chapter 2. And the other 2 were just dumb, okay. Yeah, yeah, you remember Vice Gum did that, yeah. He was an asshole for doing that, okay. Yeah, no, we agree that he was an asshole, okay. Yeah, no, you're gonna keep talking about it, oh, okay. Oh, you're not gonna shut up about it? Oh, no, you can talk about it, yeah. Okay. Oh, no, you're still talking, okay. Here's literally it. Alright, so now to the juicy one. Episode 4, Escape the Nightmare, where she talks about her experience on that YouTube series. Now, I've seen channels, cover this episode, and of course I've seen Joey Gorsefa and Daniel Puerta put their 2 cents in on it. And Daniel's video was longer and a little more packed with receipts onto Gabbie's behavior, because she claims XYZ and they're claiming ABC. So there's 2 sides. And because they're more believable, hello, and of course they're obviously. But from what I've seen of her talking about her, and I don't know how to write this in a comment. So I'm putting this in a video. And if you have gotten this far, comment below if you get what I'm trying to say. The way she talks about this experience on the set of the show makes me think that she didn't understand that this was not some really rinky-dink little dicking around collab. Like the stupid collabs they used to do back in the day, like the Smasher Pass thing where you get a bunch of them in the room, sit them in front of like the camera on the tripod on the couch, and you just dick around and you're having fun, you're talking, and you maybe do some like skits, and maybe you do some challenges, and it's fun, and it's I think that's what she thought it was going to be. That kind of thing where you just go to somebody's house, you dick around, you have a little fun on camera, maybe do it like maybe 2-3 times a day, You come back again, do it some more. And I think she thought that that's what this was. Because the way she talks about it, and all of the incidences that Daniel talked about and Joey talked about, how she was so entitled and she was so mean and bitchy and she was prioritizing her gym and her diet, and I think she thought that this was going to be some little rinky-dink little collab that they're going to go to like Joey's house or some house that he rented, and they're going to have fun and just dick around, and that's not what it was. What this was the YouTube equivalent of an NBC, CBS TV show. You know how those big broadcasting channels on national television spend millions of dollars with a whole massive crew and an audience, and they pay their performers or the actors millions of dollars to do this, like Friends, like Supergirl, like the actual TV shows? This was YouTube's equivalent of that. They spent millions of dollars investing in a series that was going to elevate the YouTube creators that they chose to elevate. It was YouTube investing in these creators as people, as commodities that they could invest in, that they could see something coming from with this thing, that this was a series. This wasn't some rinky-dink little smasher pass in someone's house. This was a massive production, millions of dollars spent. And Gabbie Hanna walked onto that set thinking this is some cute little rinky-dink little collab, and she couldn't do it. It was pushed back 10 minutes. On the call time, it was pushed back. I can't make 10 minutes. Like, are you kidding me? I have to go to the gym. Like, are you kidding me? I think that she didn't understand how high profile, big this production was going to be. This was a massive. Contracts were being involved. You had to fill out forms before you went. I mean, this is huge. I don't think she understood the magnitude of what this actually was. So she acted in accordance to this with some rinky-dink little collab. And why? I can't go to the gym. Like, we can do this anytime. No, you can't. We're in a time crunch. We have to do what we have to do. This is a heavily choreographed thing that we all, massive amounts of people, have to choreograph in conjunction with each other. This was a massive deal. This was a massive thing that had to be choreographed, and all the massive pieces had to fit together and move in conjunction with each other. And she was a part of that. She was a cog in this wheel. And she wasn't acting like she was a cog in this wheel. She was acting as if she was outside of this cog in this wheel. No. I'm not going to come in at 2 o'clock in the afternoon to do this stupid thing. That's literally what she was trying to convey with her attitude. Now we get to the entitlement of it. Yeah, she wasn't acting entitled because these people were, in her mind, her friends. And to her, this, based on her behavior and based on her treatment of them and attitude towards them, that she thought that the whole point of their friendship was, you like me, you have to cater to me, because that's the whole point. That's what friendship is, because she doesn't understand that that's not interpersonal relationships. It's not. That's not how people react towards each other. You don't expect your friend to not even coddle you, just bend over backwards and kiss your feet and serve you hand and foot like you're a queen. And they're just so grateful because she thought, because they asked her again, could you please? Because to them, she was very entertaining. So they thought, we don't like her, she doesn't like, but we have to have her. She'll be so great in this. She took that to mean she's so important to this project. This project would not succeed without her. And therefore, they had to act accordingly to that. You want me to do this because you need me, because that's what they said. They need her to do this because this would be good for her. But she took that to mean it was necessary for the success of this program that you are in it. So she felt like, okay, but then you have to do X, Y, Z for me. You want me to do this? You want me to do this? You have to do this for me. And if you're not, then I'm not going to do that. How about that? She is so convinced in her life that life will not be, she's so important to YouTube. That YouTube will not be successful without her. That this series will not be successful without her. And if they want to be successful, you have to do this for me. Ha ha. Stupid bitch. You have to. Because I said so. And that's what she's acting like. She's acting that entitled because she doesn't understand that she's not that entitled. She's not that important. The show had Alex Wasabi, who was highly successful at the time with his relationship with Laura DIY. It had Manny MUA, who's a highly successful beauty YouTuber at the time. It had Colleen Ballinger, Miranda Sings, one of the most successful YouTubers at the time. They had massive names on YouTube. So for her to act like she's the most important cog in this wheel, that this whole series will be destroyed if she didn't do it, because that's what she thought, that they thought that you have to do X, Y, Z for me, or else I'll not do it. Ha 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 ha. And that's how she's acting. And you can say that as her being a bully all you want, and it is. But at the same time, that's how her mind is working. That's her mindset. So you have to go by her mindset. Her mindset is that this is only going to be successful if I'm in it. Did you notice how successful All Stars was season 4? With me, ha. And it wasn't. I didn't watch it. I don't care. I don't know how successful it was. Did it make millions upon millions of dollars? Yeah, she's of that mindset that she's that important to the success of everything else. Which is why when she attacked Rachel Oates, one of the first things she says was, when you talk about me, you get millions. I am the most successful YouTuber in existence. Ha! Rachel Oates, with your no view having ass. Oh, you use my name, you get millions. Because that's how powerful my name is. Ha 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 ha, bitch. So that's how she acts, because she doesn't understand that that's not how it works. But she doesn't understand that that's not how it works. Alright, so that was Escaped the Night. I had to say that because the more I listened to her talk about her experience on Escape the Night, that's literally what I'm getting, is she didn't understand how huge this was, and she thought that she was so integral to the success of this series that if she wasn't in it, that it would just fail so hard that it just wouldn't exist anymore. And it went on for like 8 seasons or something. So she wasn't that important, obviously. Alright, so we're going on. We're going to miss Chapter 5 and the episode after that, because let's face it, it's Trisha Paytas. Because once again, she has to prove, see, we were friends. Ha 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 ha. We were friends. Stupid bitch. We were friends. Ah. See, told you we were friends. Ah. Stop lying. I don't understand why you keep lying. Stop lying. Because we were friends. Ha. Once again, I was right. Ha. So we'll skip that. I'll skip Angelica Old manipulated a grieving mother, because that was just her trying to get the last word in on that shit and lying. And I don't even know if she was lying, but I know she was lying. I don't really care, because Angelica Old said her piece. Now leave the poor child alone. Leave the mother of this poor child alone. And again, I'm not saying this child's name, because she was a child. She was about 16, 17 when she died. She was murdered in an egregious way. And it's very sad, and this mother deserves to have peace. Because it sucks when you lose a child, especially that young. Like half an hour, yeah. I love making long videos where I just don't know how to shut the fuck up. Alright, but the last video, because it was posted 5 days ago and she hasn't posted anything since, was that stupid asinine response to Jessismiles. And I saw Jessismiles' video, the one that was an hour and 20 minutes video that she did about Gabbie Hanna, really telling everybody. She exposed, an hour and 20 minutes. I stand with Jessismiles. I think this poor little girl deserves to forget and leave what happened to her in the past. And for Gabbie to say, I'm going to be asked about it in an interview, so I have to talk about it. How? It wasn't your experience to have. For you to say that you have to talk about it in interviews, no, you're not. And there's something to be said about that statement in and of itself. Because she's so convinced of her own fame and rise to the top in terms of like being an A-list celebrity, that she knows that she's going to be talking about that in interviews. Like that's something that's going to happen. That's guaranteed. And that is guaranteed that she has to talk. It's necessary for her to speak about it. A traumatic event that she had no part in. She is not any of the members of the incident that happened. It was between Jessismiles and Curtis Lepore. She's like on top of here. Just because you liked Curtis Lepore and didn't like her because Curtis Lepore was interested in her does not mean it's part of your story. It's not part of your story. No, it's not. No. And you can't prove that it's your story to tell. You weren't involved in that. You weren't in the room. You didn't, Jessi. You weren't by Curtis. No, it's not morally right. But you don't understand that, and you don't want to understand that because no, I get to do what I want. I want to get to do this. I want to talk about Jessismiles. I want to talk about that because I need the world at large to love me and nobody else. Because I'm Gabbie Hanna. I have no value or no worth unless everybody loves me. And that's not true. Yeah. That's not true. You're loved by people. You don't have to be loved by the world at large to have value. You don't. But you think you do. Because you've been on YouTube so long that you think that that's it, the end-all be-all of life itself. That having the world at your feet and bowing down to you is the greatest thing that has ever existed. You have to have that. You have to. You have to. Because it's necessary for your survival. And you say that, no, it's not. No, never said it's, but you're behaving in such a way that suggests that this is so integral to who you are as an artist that you have to speak on it. This is part of you. It's part of what makes Gabbie Hanna Gabbie Hanna. It's Jessismiles. Wait. Gabbie Hanna is defined by Jessismiles. And defined by Jessismiles. Wait. Gabbie Hanna is defined by Jessismiles. I will say that again. Gabbie Hanna is defined by Jessismiles. Is that what you want the world to think? That you are defined as a human being by the size of a completely different person? Who, by the way, at the time of this incident was apparently a stranger to you. How does a complete stranger, how does something bad that happened to a complete stranger define you? And see, I don't understand that. I don't understand why you, as a creator, have to be defined by something bad that happened to somebody else. There is no correlation there. Why? Because you were friends with Curtis Lepore, and that doesn't mean anything. Just because you were friends with Curtis Lepore at the time does not mean that you are now defined by what happened to this person. It doesn't. I don't understand how those two correlate. Because I've taken psychology. There has to be a connection. There has to be a connection between the incident that happened between Jessismiles and Curtis Lepore, the R-word, the rape, the sexual assault, whatever you want to call it, and you. There has to be a connection, an actual connection. Yeah, it can't be just because you knew Curtis Lepore at the time. That doesn't mean that you now have to address constantly the trauma of the incident that happened to someone completely different than you. And I'm now at 40 minutes talking about Gabbie Hanna. But then I am a talker. Don't know how to shut the fuck up because I have no friends. Unlike you, I actually don't have friends. I share my world on the internet. That's what I do. And so I'm done. And that's it for Gabbie Hanna's series, really. She claims that she has 2 podcasts that she's going to release in response to Jessismiles' video, I guess. I don't know. That's the word around town. I don't know when you'll do that because it's been days. It's been 5 days since the last video. I thought she was releasing a video every day. That didn't last long, huh? But anyway, I'm gonna be done. I'm done. And I guess I'll see ya when I see ya. And I'm not even looking at myself. Hello. Goodbye.